welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. Now, today's video is a little bit of a long one. I did try to cut out a bunch of the footage because it was going to end up being such a long video. But this was actually, you guys, one of those builds that I just could not stop building. And originally this was supposed to be like the size, the finished size of the home. So as you guys will see, it ended up going from a 2 level to a 4 level the more that I did just kind of like keep building. So is that something you guys do? Sometimes you just get building and it keeps going bigger and bigger until you're just like, oh no, what have I done? How am I supposed to decorate this one? But surprisingly, even though this home does look bigger, I think that it is just because it is on a smaller lot of land, because when I do start finishing this home with like the interior, it definitely doesn't have like a ton of space. But the good thing is, because this is a 3 level, I mean it is a 4 level, but there are only 3 that are decorated. The top level is just kind of a little bit more for like exterior style. But yeah, so this did give me a lot of extra space downstairs. So if you guys do have a home that you plan on having a family just kind of like grow, maybe there is not enough bedrooms in this home, you guys will see towards the end there definitely is tons of space in the basement, because like I said, that ended up just being a little bit of a bonus space. So it ended up just having like a bunch of more of like a spa like feel down there. So also another thing that I was having problems with is the more that I ended up like working with this home and making it a little bit more like fancy and huge and giant, that it just kind of didn't really feel like it fit within this community. And I should have like ended up moving it. I did move it originally into Willow Creek, but I'm like, no, because the build ended up being like the whole beginning over here in Del Sol Valley, I ended up finishing it here as well. And I mean, it's not that bad. It's just quite big, and you guys will notice that I definitely freaking struggled with figuring out the color for this home, and I might even attempt to do that like green and brown on another home. But as I kind of just started like building up the style of this, it just didn't really seem to fit with the style that it was turning into, because this home originally was inspired by this home that I seen on Pinterest that had like the basement exposed. You kind of like drove up and parked underneath the like front entrance, and the more that I built, the more that this just kind of like took on a completely different style, and I really love how it ended up turning out. So this home, oh my god, this is one of those homes that I kind of almost even was going to like bulldoze and start over, because the more that I built, the more I couldn't figure out if I actually liked it or if I just kept like building to pretend that I was liking how that it was going. But I am glad that I ended up just going with it, changed up the color swatches, and I really love how this turned out. So I think this one ended up being 2 bedrooms with a bathroom upstairs. It has a dining room, living room, kitchen, and the downstairs, like I said, is just a little bit of a rec room. So if you wanted more than the 2 bedrooms, if you needed to have another bathroom, you'll be able to kind of extend that a little bit. And I also had a little bit too much fun with the terrain tools. Now, this was a home that I started a really long time ago, around when we did get the Get Famous pack. So that's kind of why you guys are going to see a lot of the Get Famous stuff. So that's kind of how like I just naturally am whenever we get a new pack. All of my builds, it's like I see like the bowls red symbol, that's all I see is just like that one pack. And I do a lot of filtering just so that I can get it out of my system. But I do feel that finally I do have the Get Famous pack out of my system, so my builds will be going back to normal. And I do have so many ideas for different homes, different apartments, because I definitely do miss doing a lot of my apartment builds. I know that a lot of you guys have been asking for some certain like styles of apartments, so definitely going to be working on some of those. And I also want to do some that are a little bit more fancy, and I also have been trying to like break out of my shell, get out of my shell I don't know how to say that, but trying to just kind of switch it up like I used to do on my channel and just kind of do different styles. So some of the builds you guys might be like, oh dang it, I'm not into like modern style or the like traditional suburban. So I am just trying for myself to do like different styles of builds, and I used to do that so much on my channel. Probably my favorite style of home to do, and it's so funny because I actually haven't built like this style, oh my god, probably in like a year. But I used to be completely obsessed with like Mediterranean and like Spanish homes, especially in Oasis Springs. Like I really love that style, and now that we did get that new roofing that comes with Jungle Adventure, the like, I don't know what they're called, some kind of like ceramic, not ceramic tile, clay tile maybe, but those are my favorite. So I really want to sit down and do just a really nice Spanish inspired home and just kind of like really get into some of the builds that I really used to enjoy doing on my channel, because over the summer I definitely was really obsessed with doing like the suburban traditional homes, but I really miss doing just like random stuff. So if there is a particular style that you guys really want to see me maybe build, renovate, furnish, let me know in the comments, because you guys are definitely going to be seeing a lot of different changes not changes, just like different styles on my channel. So hopefully you guys will enjoy that. And I also do have a new Let's Play that is starting here as well. So that's kind of one thing that I plan on doing in 2019, is just getting my channel back to where it was. So these last, like probably since the end of summer up until now, it has been so busy here, and there even was a moment I was like, oh my gosh, like does anybody even enjoy my channel anymore? And that's definitely something that I never ever talk about, but I did kind of have a little conversation with Fantasia, who I'm sure you guys have watched here on YouTube. Like she has the most amazing channel, and I definitely consider her to be one of my friends. Like she is always so sweet to me. I can like private message her anytime, and she is just like always right there to talk. But she definitely was talking a little bit on Twitter about kind of feeling down, and I definitely kind of understand that, and I don't think there's really any reason to it. I mean, there are so many amazing Sims channels out there now, and I do feel like it can be hard to not compare yourself to other channels, and I definitely feel like I was letting it get to me a little bit. And like I said, this is definitely something I never ever talk about, but I am determined to make 2019 my channel what it used to be: mod reviews, lots of builds, lots of apartments, and with my Let's Plays. So just getting back into just really enjoying things, and that's definitely one thing that I really love about my channel, you guys, is this is completely 100% a hobby for me. And I do feel like that is what makes all the difference in the world when it comes to my videos. Whenever I post a video, you can definitely be assured that it's just because I enjoy it and it's something that I like to do. So for 2019, I am going to cross my fingers, get back to posting every day. And I also feel like a lot of the mods, like I used to do a lot of different mod reviews for like gameplay stuff and just like random life states, but I feel like there really hasn't been that many releases. Like I don't really do the mod reviews for like the really dark and grim mods, just because like that's not really something that I use on my channel. And I do like to keep my channel 100% like family friendly. If you guys have been here for a while, you are definitely aware of that, just because I do know of like children that watch my channel. So yeah, that's just kind of that random topic that I guess I wanted to talk about, but hopefully you guys will notice a change in my channel over the next couple of weeks and going into 2019, and changes as in like good changes, more content, fun content. And yeah, so over the last week I've also been preparing a new Let's Play which I did post a little bit of a teaser over in the community tab. So if you guys don't have notifications on, definitely do that because I do post a lot of updates over there. I also do discuss a lot of this stuff over on Discord, which I do have linked in the description as well if you guys want to check it out. But I did post kind of the thumbnail teaser to the oh my god. I can't even talk. I'm like trying to watch what is going on and talk at the same time. But yeah, I did post a little bit of a thumbnail teaser over in the community tab. And I have been asking for some suggestions for one of the Sims names. So it's going to be a Let's Play that is about myself, and I also have a roommate, and that's really all that I can say until the video comes out. But yeah, as you can see this video, I just kept like building up and up and up with this house. I even ended up building like another level up there as well because I really ended up wanting this just to be so much full of character. So many different areas like on the back. I ended up like cutting out a bunch of that stuff as well because I just kept like adding a bunch of like really cute stuff, and that wallpaper that came with Get Famous, I feel like I don't use it enough. Like that has the, I don't know, it's almost like cement or something, and it has like the brick as well as like the beams or whatever. I don't even know how to explain it, but that one used to be my favorite. I really needed to use that one a little bit more often. So on the interior, you guys can see that this home is definitely not as big on the inside as it appears to be from the exterior, and I think it's just because it's a little bit skinny. Like, I don't know, I think it's just because there's so much like design on the outside and so many levels that it definitely appears bigger from the outside. And I did try to make this as cozy as I could, but I didn't really want to make it like too country, and I did try to use a bunch of different items that I haven't really used that often. So you guys are gonna see me just kind of like keep going back and forth with like the wall and the wall colors and all of that kind of stuff. And I also tried to not over clutter this home as well, just because I do feel like this home is definitely more of a smaller home. Even though it looks ginormous, there really isn't like a ton of space, but I did want to make this definitely look more like a lived-in home. And this home, like I said, is only a 2-bedroom, but upstairs there is kind of like a twins bedroom. So, oh my gosh, and those stools that came with Get Famous, those are my favorite. I just wish that there were like, I don't know, a couple more color swatches, but I do really like them. So I did try to pull in just a lot of like earth tone shades, as well as a little bit of blues and a little bit of just like random colors. Oh, and while I'm actually placing the stairs, just because a lot of people aren't aware of the new hotkey that they actually added in with the patch for Get Famous, but if you guys remember how freaking frustrating it was trying to place stairs if you wanted them in a certain spot, that you had to keep like jumping back up and forth the levels. But now you can actually, like, if you wanted a certain place that you wanted it on this level, if you hold your stairs and place your control at the same time, it will actually like pop the stairs underneath of that level, and you'll be able to place where they come out of wherever you want them. So it's just kind of one of those hotkeys that's really just going to make building a little bit easier, and I really freaking appreciate that was added in. So this home, I did not want to make it like too Christmas ready, because I am kind of saving up a lot of my Christmas builds just until we do get a little bit closer to the time. But I did kind of have a little bit of the mood to like add in some of the colors of like the Christmas garlands with some of the candles. You guys, I really wish that the Sims team would add in more candles and that kind of like home decor, because it's definitely my favorite. And I feel like when it comes to building, you can never really have too much of that kind of home decor. I would love to see them add in some kind of like a hobby pack, or even a hobby expansion pack, like with farming. Oh my god, I don't even know how I got on that topic, but I would love to see them add something like that and just have so much clutter, so much stuff for the builders, you guys. Like, that would be my dream come true. Oh my gosh. But yeah, so I actually don't mind the style, like the layout of this home. Usually I do try to do like a lot of my builds that are open concept, easy to play in, easy to move around in, and this one definitely had like their own little areas, lots of walls, and I actually think it turned out really cozy. And for some reason, those Get Famous lanterns that you see behind the chair that's like really huge, I don't know why, but I actually really like adding them into just like normal builds. I think it's a really cute little, like, I don't know, not a fashion statement. What would you call something? An accent? Oh my gosh. I don't even know what you would call something in a home that stands out. An accent piece? I don't really know. If you guys know what to call it, comment it down below, because now I'm kind of like frustrated. I can't think of what it's called. But yeah, over here in the dining room, you guys, I just kind of wanted to bring that kitchen over so it kind of looked like it all flowed together, and we just have like a little bit of an entertaining area. And that little table, or not table, that little wall shelf that has like the plates and the cups that you guys can kind of see over to the right is like still one of my favorites. I would love to have like one of those kind of things in my own home. So as I was doing the editing for this video, you guys, I did end up cutting out a lot of the like room building, just because I do feel like it's just kind of one of those things that you see how the rooms are built, and sometimes it does take me like a couple of times to figure out exactly like how I want to place the rooms as well. And yeah, I didn't really want to make the hallway like too full of stuff, just because I didn't find that the upstairs in this home was really that big, and I didn't really want to have too much wasted space. So we do have the tub shower combo, you guys. I really wish that we could have a couple more of those included. I know that we do have this one from Base Game. That is probably my favorite one, just because it doesn't really have any color on it, where if you use the one that comes from Parenthood, it does have like the shower curtains that are really cute as well, but you can't really make it like toned down and neutral. So I do end up using this one from Base Game a lot, and I just really wish they would include some that had like some more trendier tiles in it, because I use them a lot. And as I was kind of starting to furnish the upstairs, I mean, I definitely feel like this bedroom right here in particular was a nice amount of space. I mean, we even had a desk in there, we had a computer, we added in some windows, and I definitely am still obsessed with that gaming chair. You guys will probably see me use that for months to come. I just wish that we did have like a solid white color instead of just like the black with the accent colors, but I'm just kind of happy that we have that in general. So I'm not really going to complain too much. But one thing that I kind of overlooked was how large this bedroom was, and I kind of wanted to make this have like a little bit of an ensuite. So it did kind of work out okay over in that corner is where I ended up putting in an ensuite. So I mean, once you do have children in your home in The Sims, one bathroom is just not going to be enough. Everybody's going to be fighting over walking in on people taking showers. It's awkward. So I did go in and just kind of like make this really glamorous, really just cozy, and I wish this was like my bedroom. In real life, I would die to have this room. Oh my gosh, and the coloring in here as well. So I did make this definitely extra feminine, just because I was definitely feeling it, and just tried to use a bunch of different furniture again that I haven't really used that much. And I also tried to make all of these rooms just really bright, really spacious, but not like too overdone either. And I forget what I put over. I think I put a closet. So that's kind of one of those things that I used to overlook, was like adding in closets. But I mean, if you have adult Sims, you can even woohoo in them. And if you don't want to have like a dresser, or even if you have like a smaller home, you can just add them in. They can change their wardrobes. And yeah, so I did kind of keep the bathrooms a little bit similar as well. But oh my gosh, this sink is still my favorite, with like that glass sink. And yeah, so this one doesn't really have too much like decor in it or anything like that. I wanted to keep it just really pretty, really sleek, and so that it actually like matched with the bedroom. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. And I just want to move in here. Do you guys ever like have those builds of homes that you just really like certain parts of them and you wish you could have them in real life, because that's kind of what happens to me a little bit. But yeah, so just adding in a little bit of clutter, and we're gonna move down into the basement. So when I started like furnishing the basement, I wasn't really sure originally what I wanted to go down here. And as you guys can see, if you have extra children, you definitely could add them down here. I wish we had pool tables as well, because that would look really, really cute down here as well if there's like a little entertaining area. But I don't really use the spa that much, and I just had all of this extra space, and I did feel like this home in particular gave off that little bit of like just really romantic kind of just spa-like kind of vibe. So I wanted to go all out in the basement. I haven't really done that in a build in a while. So we have just a little bit of a pool area, a little bit of a spa area, and I even go in and like add in the massage chairs and a little bit of a lounge area as well. So really spacious, you guys, lots of room to grow in here. And I really do hope you guys enjoyed today's build. Let me know how you guys have been enjoying these longer builds and larger builds that are more appropriate for larger families, because I definitely want to get into doing them more. I'm kind of like over my tiny home builds or even for a while, but I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. And if you did, as always, make sure to give this video a very big thumbs up, and you guys will be able to download this in the gallery. And hopefully I'm gonna see you all next time. Bye guys.
My dear friend, where have you been? Where have you gone? What did you win? Someone there, are you listening? Is it too late? My dear friend, we felt the sunshine, we found the gold. We thought we'd be forever young, but now I know we can't keep floating, we have to fall. This is the beat of broken hearts, is it all lost? We can't go on again, 'cause you seem like you want it bad. My head is spinning off the edge, and I'm giving in way too fast, way too fast. My dear friend, you know I give